Happy Friday, readers! It's finally the day where we get to learn the fourth thing readers pay attention to when they read biographies. I'm so excited, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a step back and review what is a biography. Remember, a biography is a book written about a real person's life. It is nonfiction, it has facts, can be about someone from the past or long ago, or someone from the present, right now. And it's usually about a notable or famous person. All right, ready? Drum roll, please. The fourth thing we pay attention to when we read biographies is character traits and lesson learned. Whoa. Yes, friends, character traits are not just for fiction books. We need to think about character traits that describe our notable person. And then we're going to think about the lessons we can learn from the notable person's life. Remember, character traits describe a person, what they're like on the inside, their personality. To do this, we need to pay attention to our notable person's thoughts and words and actions. What are they doing? And some examples of character traits are like brave, curious, courageous, hardworking, okay? Now, we have done a lot of work paying attention to character traits. But friends, character traits, the reason why we need to figure these out is because they help us figure out the lesson we can learn. Okay? A lesson learned is something that a notable person teaches us. Okay? It's something that we can use in our own lives. So we're going to look at some examples of character traits now and what lesson we can come up with based on those character traits. So let's say we're reading about a notable person and we notice that this person is very brave or courageous. We can learn in our own lives to show bravery, to overcome our fears, and maybe to take some risks, okay? And just like this mountain climber here, oh my goodness, I don't know about you, but he looks really high up. That's a super brave person there. So we can learn from this mountain climber that we can overcome our fears and we can show bravery in our own lives to achieve our dreams. Let's take a look at another one. Let's say we're reading a book about a character who is working really hard. They're very responsible. We can learn to do the right thing, work hard, and try our best to achieve our dreams. Just like this student here. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you noticed, but that's a lot of books right there. That's 8 books. Wow, that student is really hardworking. So that teaches me that in my life, I should work hard to achieve my dreams. Let's say we come across a character that is persistent. Well, persistent means to never give up, okay? So we can learn in our own lives that we should never give up, even if we are faced with a challenge. Take a look at this bike rider here. Oh my goodness, he fell right before the finish line, but he didn't give up, friends. Notice his hand right there. He may have fallen, he may be hurt, but he reached across the finish line and never gave up. That can teach us to never give up. Let's say we're reading a book about a person who's very kind, accepting, and compassionate. Then we can learn to respect and value and care for others, even if they're different from us or maybe we don't agree. So these are just a few character traits and a few lessons we can learn. If you ever get stuck, this is here to help you. These are not the only character traits and the only lessons we can learn, okay? This is just a starting point for you. Now, readers, your job today is going to be to reread. Yes, I said it, reread, which means we are going to become even more fluent readers. We are going to gain an even deeper understanding of Wilma Rudolph. You're going to reread this book for the third time, and then you're going to think about a character trait that describes Wilma, and you're going to think about a lesson learned. Let's do an example together with Mae Jemison, okay? So I'm going to think about one character trait that describes Mae Jemison. So I'm going to think back to that book we read about her, how she went to school, she went to college, and she became a doctor and an astronaut. And then she went to work for NASA, which only takes the best people. So that tells me that Mae Jemison is an extremely hardworking person. She became a doctor and an astronaut, and she worked for NASA, who only takes the best people. So hardworking is my character trait for Mae Jemison. Now let's see if there's a hardworking character trait here that we could use to help us. Yeah, right there. Okay, I'm going to use that to help me come up with the lesson learned. All right, so it says, we can learn to do the right thing, work hard, and try our best to achieve our dreams. I'm going to put that in my own words and connect it a little bit more to Mae Jemison. The lesson I learned from Mae Jemison is to work very hard to achieve your dreams. All right, there's my answer to those two questions, friends. Now it's your turn. Go into that second slideshow. You can type your answers or write them in your notebook. And also, don't forget to reread. All right, and then you can read for 15 minutes in your reading spot. All right, readers, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.